The beatings will continue until morale improves. The single most popular questions I get on social media are related to price inflation. What's causing it? How are people coping with it? And when will it end? In this video, I'll provide answers. My sources are the Wall Street Journal and CNBC. Before I continue, let me know in the comments below what value and pricing topics you'd like me to talk about in future videos. Our current inflation is being driven by supply and demand disruptions being caused by the COVID pandemic. When people can't work because COVID is taking its toll, manufacturing doesn't happen, shipping doesn't happen, travel doesn't happen, and businesses have to scale back. They must do that to protect their employees and to remain solvent. As the economy recovers and people resume buying, demand outstrips supply and prices rise in response. It's Econ 101. Demand and supply are out of equilibrium and prices move in response. Here are a couple of specific examples. When travel was disrupted in early 2020, car rental agencies dumped their cars by the millions onto the used car market, driving down used car prices. If you bought a used car a year ago, you got a heck of a deal. Now as the economy comes back, so is car buying. Even the car rental companies are buying again. New car prices are up by 6%, and used car prices are up nearly 30% over a year ago. Microchip manufacturing has been disrupted, and chips are in short supply. Lack of chips is causing shortages in all kinds of products, from talking dolls to computers and cell phones and automobiles. Again, prices for all these products rise because supply is lagging demand. Now, what about coping? Most of us have been able to cope with the changes, though they may be considerably uncomfortable. The impact is greatest among those who are least fortunate. In this video, instead of pitching my own offerings, I'd like you to consider donating to Volunteers of America. VOA helps those hardest hit, like low-income seniors and veterans and families escaping domestic violence and at-risk youth. Your donation will provide life-saving support like food and shelter and mental health care and other services for people impacted unusually harshly by this pandemic. The link is in the description below. Now on to how will it end. The high inflation of the 1970s was the result of a decades-long series of events and politicization of the Fed. As a result, year over year, inflation remained unchecked and ultimately reached double-digit levels. Paul Volcker was ultimately made chairman of the Federal Reserve and is widely credited for putting the inflation genie back in the bottle. Today's inflation is caused by COVID, period. End of report. The economy and the inflationary disruptions will continue until the pandemic is under control. The good news is that we have all the tools we need to do it. We just have to get our damn shots. And if you're an employer, require your employee to get their shots. Sorry, I'm going to get emotional about this. All the damn babies out there need to quit their whining and get the COVID shots. 99% of all the hospitalizations are those who have not been vaccinated, and the numbers are skyrocketing. The economy will open with a bang and inflation will moderate if we get the shots. If they don't, we'll have to put up with this nonsense, this COVID nonsense, and all the economic disruption and the inflation it is causing for who knows how long. So please, get your shots. Get those around you to get their shots. Tell everybody you know to get their shots. Post on social media that people should get their shots. And let's put this economic stuff and inflation behind us so we can get back to our normal lives. Thanks for joining me on Value and Pricing Secrets and listening to my rant. Please let me know again what you'd like to hear next, and thanks again. Bye.